Alright, I'm going to do a very quick tutorial on the Comic Life app and kind of just give you the basics. So if you click on the Comic Life app, it's going to bring you to your comic screen. So you can see mine is filled with a bunch of different comics that I've been working on. So if you click on the plus, you're going to hit Create Comic. It's going to bring you to a bunch of different template choices. I usually just use blank, so I'm going to go ahead and click on blank. And then it's going to just bring you to a blank page. So if you want to change the background color of your page, if you don't want it to be white, so the first thing you can do is hit the paintbrush, and then you have a bunch of different background choices. And there are some more options. If you hit options, there's some kind of cool gradient colors, things like that. So if I just leave it on a regular gradient color, we'll just go with that. And then if I want to add in lettering on it, at the very bottom, there's a little button that says lettering. So if I click on that, and I want to type in football. Okay, so it brings me to a default, basically text type. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so you can see it. So if I want to change that to a different font style, colors, etc., I select it, then I hit the paintbrush again. It's going to bring me to a bunch of different options of text types, so I can click on whatever I wanted to use. So if you don't like the color that it automatically sets it to, just like the background, you hit options, and then you can change it to whatever color you want. So if I want to leave it red, you just leave it on red, and if you need more colors, you can come here and hit more colors, and then you can go and select whatever you want. So also, if you look at the top, you can hit border, which changes the color of the border. You can hit effects, which will give you a color for your background shadow, which can be helpful. So once you're done with it, you can just click off of it. Now if you want to add smaller words, at the bottom right above where you clicked on lettering, it says A, B, C, D, E. So if I click on that, you can use that and type in whatever words you want. So I can click on that and type, and it puts it in this little box for you already. If you want to change the box or change the size of the words or the font type, you can click on that box. Once again, hit on the paintbrush. Here you can change the type of box, and then you can also, if you hit caption, text options, it will bring you to the text size. You can see I'm changing it, and the color and the font type. So if you want to change the font type, you can change it to whatever you want. The other one that I like is the inset margin option here. So you can change that. And what that does is it makes your words inset. So it's not right on the edge of that box. So you can see it's kind of scooted to the right now. So it gives you a little bit of space. If you want to type in bubble letters, you can see that I can click on one of those bubbles, and now I have a bubble, and it works the same way as that box. You can click on the paintbrush and change all of those options as well. So the last thing is if you want to add in a picture. If I hit the plus button, I can pick a picture off my camera roll. Say I'm going to pick this bobcat. So I can pick a picture and put in, but if I want to get rid of the background of the picture, this is a part that's really cool that's in this app. I can click on it, a bunch of options come up. I hit instant alpha. I'm going to hold my finger down on the white part that I want gone, slide it a little bit, and you can see it selected all the area that I do not want. When I let go, click the screen again, now all of that area is gone, which makes my picture a little bit more accessible and easier to use. So the other cool thing that I realized that you can do is if you hit the wrench in the top right, you can change your paper from portrait to landscape. So change it, hit done, and now my comic is in landscape instead of portrait. So if I'm done, I'm going to hit my comics. Saves it right there to my comics. If you want to edit it again, you click on it and hit the pencil. If you want to delete it, you just hit the little trash can. And if you want to share it, you hit the box with the arrow. So if I want to share it, I hit send a copy. You pick what format. I always use PDF. So I click on PDF and then click choose how to send. It's going to give you a bunch of options from Drive to Dropbox to anything else that you have on your device. So I usually just use Drive, but that is entirely up to you. So if I want to delete this, I just hit delete comic, and it goes right away. So those are kind of the basics of Comic Life. If you have any questions about it, please feel free to ask. I hope this tutorial helps. As you can see just from my comics, I use it a ton, and you can use it for a lot of different things. So it's a very helpful tool to have, and something that can kind of make your, whether it be a diagram or a sign or anything that you have, a little more exciting and a little more intriguing to your students or whoever you're trying to appeal things to. So I hope this was helpful. I hope it helps, and thanks for watching.